What if you could build a marketing machine that literally prints money on autopilot? Well, today, we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to build that exact system from the ground up using a team of AI agents that you get to direct. So how can you actually get AI agents to hunt for customers for you 24/7, even while you're asleep? And maybe even more wild, how do you build your own personal marketing software without ever touching a keyboard, just using your voice? We're going to walk through the entire playbook right now.
Okay, so the first thing you've got to wrap your head around is that the job itself is changing, like fundamentally. We are moving away from being the person who does all the manual grunt work to becoming the director, the strategist, the one who guides a team of digital workers. In this new role, people are starting to call it GTM Engineering. It's all about building these interconnected AI workflows that handle all the boring, repetitive stuff. Your new job isn't to sit there and click around for hours. It's to have the ideas, pass them on to an agent, and then just swoop in to polish the final product. I mean, just look at this comparison. It is night and day. The old way, making even 50 ad variations in Figma, was a total slog. It would take days. Now, you can spit out over 1,000 with code in just a few minutes. And forget about wrestling with Excel for hours. An agent can just spin up a temporary database, run the analysis, and shut it down. We're talking about a shift from taking days to test something to literally minutes. It's insane. All right, so how do we actually get this thing built? It all starts with setting up a foundation, like a digital workshop where your agents can live and work. Getting this part right is the bedrock for everything else we're going to do. And you know what? The setup is super simple. First, you just make a project folder to keep things organized. Second, and this is absolutely crucial, you create what's called an environment file. Think of it like a secure digital keychain. It's just a simple text file that holds all your API keys, which are basically the passwords your agent needs to log into all your different software. And finally, you install a few helper tools, like transcription software, so you can just talk to your agents instead of typing. That one little file becomes your entire command center. You're basically teaching your agents how to talk to your whole go-to-market stack. You'll have keys for Facebook, for HubSpot, for your cold email software, your research tools. Everything you use now becomes a tool in your agent's toolbox. Okay, enough setup. Let's build our first agent and see this thing in action. We're going to start with something simple but incredibly useful. An agent that just handles your LinkedIn comments for you. So picture this. You post some awesome resource on LinkedIn and hundreds of people start commenting, "Send me the link." Instead of spending your afternoon manually replying to every single one, you just deploy this agent. It scans the post, finds everyone who commented with a keyword, and automatically shoots them a reply with the link. It's the perfect little Hello World project that just runs in the background while you do, actual work. All right, warm-up's over. Now for the main event. We are going to build a fully autonomous, self-correcting, cyclical advertising engine. This is where you really start to see the raw power of GTM engineering. And this is the 5-stage loop it runs on. First, the agent goes out and scrapes places like Reddit and Twitter to find the exact language your customers are using to talk about their problems. Then, it bulk generates hundreds of ads based on that research, uploads them all directly to Facebook through the API, and then it starts analyzing the live performance data. And here's the absolute magic. It automatically kills the ads that are losing money and shifts the budget over to the winners. This entire cycle just runs on repeat 24/7. Now, here's the part that might blow your mind. These ads are not being designed one by one in Figma. They are built entirely with code. Each ad is basically a little React component. This lets you create endless variations of your messaging for practically zero cost. Then, a cool little library just converts that code into a regular image file that you can upload. So this is what the agent sees. It's not emotional, it doesn't have favorites, it just pulls the raw data, like the cost to reach 1,000 people, and it instantly spots the expensive, underperforming ads. The second it identifies a loser, it uses the Facebook Ads API to pause it immediately, not a single dollar wasted. And once you get one of these agents up and running, you have this aha moment. You realize, wait a minute, I can run a whole team of these. This is where you graduate to becoming an agent jockey, basically managing a stable of digital workers all at the same time. Your new workflow starts to look kind of like this. You're juggling multiple operations in parallel. Each agent is like a dedicated employee, working away in their own little window. So, in one window, you've got your ad engine chugging along, constantly finding new customer pain points and spitting out new ad creative to test. While in another window, a totally different agent is acting as your PR assistant. It's scraping podcast directories, finding hosts, verifying their emails, and adding them straight into an outreach campaign. And at the exact same time, in a third window, another agent is scraping the comments on your competitors' LinkedIn posts, finding out where those people work, and prepping them for a sales sequence. You are literally directing a digital workforce.
Okay, so the final piece of the puzzle is taking these scripts off your laptop and putting them in the cloud. We're moving from just running scripts when you feel like it to deploying persistent 24/7 systems that work for you completely on their own.
And this leads to a massive shift in how you think about software. I mean, this quote just nails it. The question is no longer how pretty is the interface. The question is how powerful is its API? A tool's real value is how easily your agents can talk to it and make it do things. A beautiful UI with a weak API is officially a dinosaur. All right, let's do a super fast, high-density recap of the tool stacks we covered. For the ad engine, you're using Claude for code, Perplexity for research, React for the creative, and the Facebook Ads API. For podcast outreach, it's Raphonic for discovery, Million Verifier to clean emails, and Instantly to send. For LinkedIn, you're using Phantom Buster to scrape, Apollo to enrich the data, and Instantly to reach out. And to make it all run 24/7, you deploy it on services like Railway or Vercel. So what's the big takeaway here? What's the one underlying logic to all of this? It's that AI, by itself, is just a general-purpose tool. The real superpower is you. It's your deep knowledge of your industry, your vocabulary, your expertise. That's the secret ingredient that transforms a general AI into a highly specialized machine that actually creates value.
But that leaves us with a pretty hardcore debate. This whole idea of using code to generate thousands of simple text-based ads, is it a genius hack for rapidly testing your messaging at basically zero cost? Or is it a massive pitfall that completely misses the point of needing truly scroll-stopping beautiful visuals that can only come from advanced image models? I really want to know what you think. State your case in the comments below.
Drop your argument in the comments. And as a thank you for weighing in, we'll hook you up with the complete GTM engineering tool and prompt cheat sheet that has every single thing we covered today.